Today's video from Casio Help, we're looking at programming receipt header messages on the basic entry-level Casio cash registers. There's a couple of things you'll need to do this. In addition to the register, you'll need the PGM key, you'll need the manual. The one I'm referring to is on pages 51 to 53 of all the useful information, and ideally you'll also have a note of what you want to program onto the receipt header message. So on these machines you get up to 5 lines, 24 characters per line. You can have double-sized characters, but they take up twice the amount of space. So my top line, I'm going for Casio Help, double-sized. So that's why I've written it like that. So it takes up 2 of the allotted characters per character. So yeah, basically I'll show you how to pop that in. The reason why I've got 2 spaces in at the start there is because I want it centered. So lines 1 and 2 are going to be centered. I'll show you how to do that, and then line 3 is just going to be left aligned. So okay, first thing to do is key round to PGM, and then if we look at page 51 of the manual, it tells us that to get into the programming settings for character programming, it's 2 subtotal, and then we enter the line number that we want to program. So I'm going to start with line 1 by pressing 1 and then CH. So whatever we pop in now is what's going to appear on line 1 of our receipt header. So if I look at my chart, I've got 2 spaces at the start. So I press the space button, which is this one here, twice, and then now I'm going to put in what I want to appear on the line. So I'm going for double size characters. So this button here is double size, and you can see it's on double size because a little dot has appeared. So then to get the C of Casio, I press this button here 3 times, and that's saved capital C as my first letter. Because my second letter is also on this button, I actually have to press this button here to save the C, and then I can enter my A, but I've got to remember to press the double size key each time if I want them all letters to be double sized. So I've got my A in, press double size, and then go to the S, double size, I, double size, O, and then now I need to pop in a space because I'm ending Casio and starting Help. So I press the space button once to save the O, and then again to actually put in a space. Then for my H, I double size, H, double size, E, double size, L, double size, P. Okay, now if we refer back to the manual, once we've finished typing in all our letters for that particular line, we press the CA amount 10 key, and that's saved line 1. If you want to see what it looks like, you should be able to press the feed button, and it shows here I've got my Casio Help double sized, so that looks okay. If I'm finishing my settings and I've finished the programming, I'd now press the subtotal key, but I'm going to jump straight to line 2 by pressing 2 and then the CH key. Now I'm going to enter what I want to appear on line 2. So this is a bit different. I'm centering it again, so I'll pop in my 2 spaces, but I'm using all lowercase. So to get the lowercase letters, they're all on the same letter, the same button as the capital letters, but you just have to press it more often. Now this chart explains where everything is. So if you look here, if we go to the one where the W is, the lowercase w is the 5th press of this button. So W would be 5 presses, and we've got our lowercase w in. We then save it because we're doing 3 W's, we have to save it. Press the button 5 times, save it, same again. Then now we have to pop in the decimal point for the website. So a lot of the punctuation is under button number 7. So you've got 7 there, and then there's plenty of punctuation, and then you're looking for the decimal point. So I've got it down as 32 presses, or the 32nd press of the number 7 key. There we go, so the 30-second press, which is displayed there, and the decimal point. So now we can pop in the C for Casio, lowercase again, so on this button it would be 4 presses because there's 3 letters on there. The first 3 will be capital A, B and C. There we go, so it's 6 presses to get the C. Save it with that button because your A is on the same button as the C. S. I. It's useful to have that there because that's telling me that sometimes these don't necessarily look like what you might expect them to look, but I know that the I must be the 6th press of that button, and that's telling me that I've pressed it 6 times. So I've got to Casio, so I need the O, so there must be 6 presses of this button. And then H for help, 4 presses of this button. Five presses of that button. Then we need the decimal point or the dot in again, so that was 32 presses of the number 7 button. There we go. Okay, once you're happy again with what you've entered for that particular line, you press cash amount 10 here, and then again if you want to check and see if it's okay, you forward it. So you can see I've made a mistake, I put a T in instead of the U, so I made one mistake, so unfortunately I've got to go back and change it all. So because I need to reprogram line 2, it's 2 CH, and then I'll pop my spaces in. I'll probably do less talking on this one to make sure I actually do it correctly. So here we go. Okay, so I think that's right. So there's only one way to find out: pressing cash amount tend and then feeding up. Yay, www.casiohelp.co.uk, all in lowercase. So that now we can program line 3 by pressing 3 and then the CH button. So on this line I'm not going to bother centering it, so I'm literally just typing in TEL, put it in a dot or a dash and then entering my phone number. So this will show you how to enter the numbers. So we go for capital T, then E, and then L. We pop in a space, and then we want to put in a dash or a dot or something for the phone number. So if we press the number 7 button 3 times, that looks like it gives us a dash. There we go. Pop in a space, and then now we can enter the phone number. So the number 7 is here. You just press that button once because that defaults to 7, and then it has all the punctuation after it. The 0 is the same. You just press the 0 key once. Now all the other ones, so for 1 you would press this button 9 times because it's going to have PQRS in caps, PQRS in lowercase, and then the 9th press will be the number 1. Again, it's showing us the number press over here, and when we get to 9 the number 1 is displayed over there. Pop in a space, and then we go for the number 2, which is going to be this 7 times. I've got a number 7 next, and then 6, which is going to be 7 presses of this button. Pop in a space. We press the space button twice when we're halfway through entering characters, because the first time we press it, it's saving the previous character in case we get an occasion where we've got 2 letters following each other from the same button. 8 is that one. My next number is 9. So the 9 is 7 presses of that button there. 0 is nice and easy, and then it looks like I finish with a 1. So I've got 3 1s in a row, so that's quite tricky to put in. You have to press this to save each one, and then hit this key 9 times again for your next number 1. Save it, and then 9 times again, and there we go, save it. And my last number is a 3, so that should be this one 9 times. There we go. So we've entered our phone number. So again, to save that, cash amount tend, and then subtotal to finish the setting. We get it print out there. So we'll turn the key back around to reg mode. Tear off the programming information. Pop a sale through. Oh, I'm not signed in. Okay, so that's interesting. That's one thing I didn't show you. So we've got Casio Help, the website, and then the telephone number. So the telephone number I've put in on the 3rd line. I've deliberately done it left justified. What I have forgot is that line 4 is defaulted to call again. So I'll quickly show you how to get rid of that. Key round to PGM, 2 subtotal, and then because it's online, it's actually on line 5, I believe. Let me have a look. I know it is line 4, so if you see in the manual, that call again is part of the default message. So to get rid of it, you go to line 4 by pressing 4CH, and then there's a couple of ways, different ways of doing it, but you can either press the delete key lots, or probably better, just pop in 24 spaces, cash amount tend to save, subtotal, and then when we pop that sale through again, once I've logged in, we've got rid of the default message. Of course, if you wanted to, you've got lines 4 and 5 which you can program on there and put in whatever you want. I hope this video has been useful. For more information on programming and using the Casio cash registers, please visit casiohelp.co.uk or subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.